Do you have a dream of starting your own martial arts school one day? Well, I did it 18 years ago at the age of 23. I made many mistakes, many errors, and here are all the things that I would do differently if I could do it again. The first thing you gotta do is create a success plan, also known as a business plan. I like to call it a success plan to keep it simple. We wanna write down how we are going to make this martial arts school or business successful. When I first started, we wrote nothing down. All I knew how to do was teach and kind of run the business. So looking back, I wish I sat down, got focused, and wrote down some things such as our purpose statement, which is basically, why do we exist? Why does my martial arts school exist? What is the purpose? Second is the mission statement, and this is how are we going to achieve that purpose? What are the specific things we're gonna do to achieve that purpose? And then lastly, we've gotta make sure we are writing down our core values. This is so important when we start hiring. After that, you've gotta start running the numbers. First and foremost, you want to establish in the beginning how much you're going to charge. What are your prices? And don't just ballpark this. Don't just think, oh, I'd like to charge $199. Well, why? Why do you want to charge that? Why do you think you deserve that? What value are you providing? And then from there, you've got to really figure out how many months, how many weeks is it going to take for you to break even. When I first started, I had none of these things written down. I literally was just winging it. I really don't recommend that. You gotta write all this stuff down. So then when you start that business, when you open the doors on that first day, you got a plan, you got goals set, and now you know what to be striving for. Number two, find the right location. When I first started, I did not have the best location. The reason why, it was too hidden. It was in an area that nobody really knew. It was in like a strip center that was kind of tucked away off on literally the outskirts of the city. Looking back, I would have never chosen that location. So don't make that mistake. Why do you think Walgreens and CVS always choose locations on busy corners for their buildings? It's because they know location is gonna make them money. So we have to make sure we do our homework. Look at the demographics. Where are all the kids? If you're gonna be teaching a lot of kids, find out where they all are and find that location close to them. Don't try to find some warehouse out in the middle of nowhere because you wanna save on rent. Pay a little bit more and find the right location so you can start off with success in your martial arts school. Number three, don't wing it and have systems and processes in place before you open the doors of your martial arts school. Not only are systems and processes going to ensure consistency, it will also allow you to not have to do everything. You want to have a process for everything, including how do you answer the phone? How do you greet a customer? How do you enroll a new student? How do you perform the first lesson for that new student? What does the student journey look like? What is the curriculum look like? Don't wing it like I did. Now, we did have a curriculum back then, but that was about it. There was nothing else written down. So when I decided to hire somebody to help out with answering the phones, doing the enrollments, this person had no idea what to do because I just had it all in my head and it was not set in a process. So you've got to sit down and create those systems and processes. I also made another video about this, about how if you join a group or organization or a franchise, they already have all this set in stone. That might be a better route for you if you're not a systems and processes type of person that you just can't create that out of thin air. Maybe it's already been tried and true and proven. Find that organization that fits your core values and maybe join them. If not, buckle down, get out your computer, start typing out all those processes, because if you don't, it will bite you in the butt later on after you open the doors of your martial arts school. Number 4, hire the right people. When I say right, it can be defined in 2 parts. First, obviously they have to have the skill set that allows them to fulfill the responsibilities of the seat of the job that you're hiring for. The first most important thing we have to remember is you have to hire based on core value fit. So those core values that you've already set on step 1 that describe the culture of your business, you've got to make sure that person who's coming in has those core values as part of who they are. So for example, one of our core values is precise. This is very important for us that we are following through with the details when we are executing things. If we bring in somebody who doesn't see the importance of the details, there's going to be friction. They're not going to be happy, we're not going to be happy, and it's just overall not going to work. So make sure you first have those core values set in stone, and second, you are hiring based on the alignment of those core values. Number 5, enroll students before you open. This is a huge error that I made. When I opened the doors of the business, we had 0 students because I did 0 marketing beforehand. Now granted, this was 18 years ago, Yellow Pages, the newspaper, maybe a little bit of internet, maybe not that much. That was all my options, but I still could have done something. I still could have knocked on doors, maybe did some flyers or whatever it may be. I did nothing. You don't want this situation where you're opening the doors, you have 0 enrollment. You want to get the word out, especially now with social media, the internet. There's so many options. Start talking about the opening way beforehand and even do pre-enrollment specials. So then when you first open, you at least have people and leads well established, so then you can start off with some success. And last but not least, start reading business books as soon as possible. I started too late. I was arrogant, I thought I knew everything, but then as soon as I actually started reading those business books and actually listened to them, it was a game changer. I mean, I just look back thinking, goodness, why could I have not started this earlier? People have already done this. Really, at this point in time, everything's been done. Why not learn from those who've already done it? They've already did the trial and error. They know what works. They know what doesn't work. Here are a couple books I would start with. First and foremost, The Power of Habit. This is actually not a business book. This just tells you how to be successful with being disciplined. If you're disciplined, you'll start reading, and if you read consistently, you'll start gaining wisdom on business, and eventually you'll start making better decisions in your business. Number 2, one of the all-time business classics, E-Myth. This will teach you how to run your business and not have your business run you. And number 3, Traction. This will teach you how to operate your business in an extremely efficient and effective way. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to reach out to me with any further questions. Maybe you're thinking about starting your own martial arts business. I love helping people. I love business. I love talking business. So again, please feel free to reach out and make sure you watch another video that's on our channel because there are many. Until next time, I'll see you at the next one.